The entire global economy, the prices you pay at the pump, mostly depends on what happens in one tiny, cramped. We're talking about a massive energy that keeps cities running across the world. About 21% of the world's total oil consumption flows through a single gateway. Now, zoom in a little closer. This isn't some vast linking the Persian Gulf with the Gulf of Oman and the wider Arabian Sea. At its tightest point, the distance from one shore to the other is only 33 kilometers. That is a tiny gap to be holding the keys. On one hand, it's a high-stakes choke point, a global geopolitical time bomb where one wrong move could send shockwaves through energy markets and flip the world upside down. You've got giant oil tankers, some of the biggest machines ever built, squeezed into shipping lanes that are only 3 kilometers wide, surrounded by naval mines and missile batteries. If you look past the warships and the radar screens, Hormuz is actually beautiful. Is this small strip of water both a harness for global power and a hidden museum of nature? Blue waters and white sands have become familiar to travel enthusiasts, but have you ever seen a beach with a vibrant red color like blood? The color of blood as a sign of something about to happen. Soil. The dark earth and sand turn the waves a reddish-brown hue, making them appear more intense than those in other coastal areas. This substance ensures that the soil of Hormuz fabrics, ceramics, and food coloring, but is also used by locals as an everyday spice. If you swim at Hormuz Island, the signature red color may linger. Qeshm Island. Qeshm is the largest island in the Persian Gulf, with an area of approximately 1,500 square kilometers and a length of over 130 kilometers. The island is located just in formations. Chaku Canyon. When you step into Chaku Canyon, it feels like the island just decided to split open. You're walking between these massive vertical walls that shoot up toward the sky, some reaching over 100 feet high. It's not just a pretty sight, it's a natural fortress. Local legends say the name Chaku means 4 wells, and you can still see the ancient holes carved into the ground to catch rainwater. You were there. It's nature's own version of a high-security bunker, built way before humans even understood. Local folks have a pretty wild story about Stars Valley. They say that a long time ago, a star literally fell out of the sky and smashed into the island, throwing earth everywhere and leaving behind these bizarre, towering pillars. Geologists will tell you it's just the result of a few million years of wind and rain erosion. But when you're standing there among the jagged spires and weirdly shaped arches, the star story feels a lot more believable. See how every storm reshapes the landscape, meaning if you visited 10 years ago, the valley probably looks different today. It's like a living, breathing sculpture. Deep inside the southern part of the island lies the Namakdan Salt Cave, and it is a beast. This isn't just some little hole in the ground, it's actually the longest salt cave on the planet, stretching for over 6 kilometers. Walking into a mountain and finding a world made entirely of salt. The walls are marbled with layers of red, purple, and white, looking like someone spray-painted the insides of the earth. The further you go, you find long, white salt icicles hanging from the ceiling, and salt rivers that look like frozen waterfalls. The air is incredibly pure. Some people even come here just to breathe, because the salt is supposed to be great for your lungs. It's a total sensory reset. While the world outside is obsessing over oil prices and shipping lanes, Namakdan is a dark, shimmering maze of absolute peace. It's taken thousands of years for the salt to push its way up through the crust, creating a sparkling underground kingdom that doesn't care about the politics of the... Right next to the red beach is the silver beach. This beach is called Silver Beach because the sand here isn't the usual yellow or white, but black and gray, mixed with countless sparkling mineral particles. These sparkling particles are actually fragments of mica and silica minerals that have been crushed over millions of years. When sunlight shines on them, these mineral particles reflect light, creating an effect similar to millions of tiny diamonds or silver fragments scattered across the shoreline. High up on a vertical cliff facing the sea, you'll see a row of dark openings. A literal maze in the sky that has been used for protection for over 2,500 years. Part of this cave system was made by nature, but the rest was carved out by human hands. Back when pirates used to roam the Strait of Hormuz, the villagers would climb up here to hide. At the Lenge shipyard, you'll see massive wooden boats, some over 30 meters long, rising out of the sand like beached whales. These are lenges, and the way they are built is a UNESCO-recognized miracle. The craftsmen here don't use blueprints. They don't use computers. Everything is done from memory and passed down from father to son over 1,000 years. They use heavy teak wood brought in from India and Burma. Imagine stepping onto a planet where the ground looks like a giant spilled paint box, and get this, you can actually eat the dirt. Rainbow Valley, a place so trippy it feels like you've been teleported straight to Mars. This isn't some human-made art project. It's a natural salt dome built over millions of years. You'll see dozens of shades like deep red from iron oxide, bright yellow from sulfur, and patches of purple and white. The coolest fact? That red soil, known as gelak, is totally edible. It's probably the only place on Earth. If Rainbow Valley is likened to a giant box of colors, then the Valley of Statues is considered a surreal, sculptural exhibition of nature. As its name suggests, this valley is filled with strangely shaped rock formations that resemble statues. The amazing thing is that there is no human intervention. All are the result of weathering and erosion by wind and water over millions of years. As you walk among the rocks, depending on your perspective, you will see the image of a dragon stretching out, an eagle crouching, the wrinkled face. One of the most striking remnants of the Portuguese Empire during its dominance of maritime trade routes, the Portuguese fort has stood on the northern edge of the island for over 500 years. The fort was constructed using local coral stone combined with special mortars, creating thick, sturdy reddish-brown walls. The architectural style reflects the European military style of the time. Even today, we can still see bronze and iron Salt Goddess. Have you ever stepped inside a giant, sparkling, and actually breathing diamond? That's exactly what it feels like to visit the Salt Goddess Cave on Hormuz Island. Hidden within a massive salt dome formed over millions of years, it's truly one of the strangest places on Earth. The cave's most striking feature is its absolute silence. The dense salt walls are incredibly effective at absorbing sound, eliminating all echoes. As you venture deeper inside, you'll feel as if being disconnected, leaving only the sound of your own heartbeat and breath. Leaving behind the enchanting salt caves of Hormuz Island, let's visit the ancient city of Laft on Qeshm Island. Perched on the rooftops. These are known as badgirs, wind-catching towers. In the harsh heat of the Gulf, the ancient inhabitants developed this system to catch cool sea breezes, channeling them into their home. Women in Laft have the custom of wearing masks called borga. These masks are not for strict religious. Located between Qeshm Island and mainland Iran, the Hara forest is likened to a magical green jewel rising from the salty waters of the Persian Gulf. It's not just an ordinary forest, but an ecological wonder recognized by UNESCO as a World Biosphere Reserve. Twice a day, the Hara forest is an ideal stopover for thousands of migratory birds traveling south from the north in winter. You can spot flocks of majestic flamingos, egrets, pelicans, and even rare falcons. Beneath the surface lies a vast nursery for fish, shrimp, and sea turtles. The people of Qeshm Island have long used hara leaves as a nutritious feed for life. Located at the far northern tip of the Musandam Peninsula in Oman, the village of Qumzah is one of the most isolated and unique places in the world. This village is like an oasis, nestled between towering limestone cliffs. Hengam is a tiny island in the Persian Gulf. It is located close to Qeshm Island. The island has only 2 small villages and almost no cars, which makes it particularly peaceful. They are very friendly and seem to thoroughly enjoy. In Arabic, Jebel Harim means Mountain of the Women. This name originates from a time when local tribes faced invasions from Portuguese colonists or pirates. When the men went out fishing, the women would climb to the summit of this mountain to seek refuge and avoid being abducted. The peak served as a natural fortress, protecting coral and shells clearly etched into the rock formations. This proves that millions of years ago, this entire colossal mountain was actually the bottom of an ancient ocean before tectonic plates pushed it up into the blue sky. The landscape Ever heard the phrase, going round the bend? Well, it actually started on a tiny sun-scorched rock called Telegraph Island in Oman's